Hi Charlie. Today is the fourth day of my YouTube video posting experiment where I break down and analyze the LinkedIn poll that I posted last week because it closed this morning. So anyway, it's exactly 2 degrees Fahrenheit outside, but it's pretty warm in here because we have the radiator and the central heating on. So I hope that you're comfortable, Charlie. But then again, cats have a pretty high body temperature, so I think they're okay in even relatively cold weather. But if you're uncomfortable, Charlie, please let me know. So anyway, the poll question that I posted last week that I want to talk about today is a pretty interesting one, and I was surprised, genuinely, by the results. The poll question was, which activity is more financially destructive? There were 3 answer choices: day trading, sports betting, and neither. Now, I expected there to be a pretty even split between day trading and sports betting because both of those activities have pretty low long-term success records, as we're going to talk about with the statistics. But much to my surprise, sports betting was considered the more financially destructive activity by a vast majority of my voters, which really surprised me because with all of the ads on YouTube and other social media platforms glamorizing sports betting and making it seem like you can turn $5 into $200, that you get $200 worth of free bets that you can turn into $5,000 if you're really, really lucky, you'd think that people, even in my LinkedIn community, would be, changing their minds about sports betting and considering it, if not just a way to have fun and entertain yourself, but also a way to make a little side income and perhaps have it be kind of a full-time job if you're very, very skilled at evaluating a particular sport, a particular team, using whatever metrics you're using. But anyway, of the 87 people who voted on that poll, 14% of them said day trading was more financially destructive, while 79% said that sports betting was more financially destructive, and only 7% considered neither activity to be financially destructive, which I suppose they would consider themselves to be one of the 1% of the lucky ones who actually make a consistent long-term profit doing those activities. But as for me, even I'm going to say that I don't really think I would be in the top 1% in this case, if only because you generally have to lose a lot of money during the learning curve process to even have a chance at profiting with day trading and sports betting. And a lot of these coaches, especially for the day trading, you have the courses online that promise that you'll be able to turn a consistent day trading profit within 8 weeks. They do sort of have a little disclaimer during their spiels of financial freedom and endless wealth and retiring by 30 about how you'll probably be losing money at least during your first weeks, first months, first years of the activity, which I think they say as kind of an excuse when someone gets mad about their failures. Maybe they've lost a few $1,000s using this particular day trading strategy. The coach can just say, oh, but you have to endure this period of unprofitability for a while until you start turning a profit because you know the techniques, you have the discipline, etc., etc. So it's used kind of as an excuse to keep people hooked in the day trading program for a little bit longer, and probably to prevent a lawsuit if that program costs thousands of dollars and it's a significant upfront investment. So anyway, here are a couple of interesting statistics that I found about day trading and sports betting. Much to my surprise, or maybe not, 40% of day traders quit within a month. Shocker, some people don't really like to incur those 4-figure, 5-figure losses. And only 13% of day traders remain active after 3 years. So that means that if you start day trading today, hoping to have like a side hustle income, have a full-time income, maybe quit your oh so horrible 9 to 5 to do day trading as a full-time job, your chances of actually doing that in 3 years are only 13%. So 87% of people will not reach that level, likely due to persistent financial losses. And even more shockingly, I guess, only 1% of day traders achieve long-term profitability over 5 years. So that basically means if you start day trading today, you have a 99% chance of losing money over 5 years with day trading. And I guess it doesn't necessarily matter what your strategy is, or if you paid thousands of dollars for some day trading course, you're still almost guaranteed to be losing money. Like whatever your initial investment was, in 5 years, it's going to be less if you use that money for day trading. So anyway, I hope that incentivizes you to maybe not try day trading, Charlie. I mean, I know it's pretty tempting when you see all these gurus with 7-figure, 8-figure net worths, but you're not likely to replicate that success. The statistics show it. So anyway, on to sports betting. 10.4% of US adults bet daily on sports. That kind of makes sense because there's a proliferation of advertising about sports betting. I saw a couple of FanDuel Sportsbook commercials on YouTube just yesterday, even though I have absolutely no interest in gambling, and I doubt that I'm the primary target market for it. Also, in the USA, total sports betting revenue is $11 billion annually. Now, this isn't the amount of money that everyone in the United States bets on sports every year. This is just the amount of money that these sports gambling companies like the FanDuel Sportsbook earn as revenue that they can use to, pay their expenses and make their CEO rich. Also, legalizing sports betting in a state causes bankruptcies to increase by 28%. I don't know if there are other variables that are kind of impacting this growth rate, but it seems logical because when you legalize sports betting and you make it so much easier for the population to access these gambling platforms, there are some people who are going to get sucked into that rabbit hole of chasing their next win, trying to become a millionaire, trying to achieve that so-called financial freedom by placing all these bets because maybe they think that their sports team is the best, that they're experts on their sports team. And, while most of the population will probably be okay with, a few losses here and there, some people will probably develop the gambling addiction. And with that kind of addiction, you can very easily wipe out your entire net worth, hence the bankruptcy, when, you gamble away the equity you've accumulated in your home, or you lose your job because of gambling and you can't pay your mortgage, or if the majority of your paycheck is going toward paying your gambling debt, then yeah, it can be pretty easy to declare bankruptcy if you are so addicted to gambling that you just can't stop despite your increasing financial losses, your increasing financial issues. So the moral of the story, Charlie, maybe don't try day trading or sports betting. There are plenty of other ways to make money. And yeah, investing in the exchange traded fund, based on the S&P 500, it's not very glamorous, and you don't hear these gurus on YouTube who are trying to promote their day trading courses. You don't really hear them singing the praises of the S&P 500. Usually they'll be slightly mocking it as oh, you want an only 7% growth rate for the next 20 years? Or do you want to earn $100 a day on a $2,000 account by trading options or futures or whatever? But as the saying goes, there is no such thing as a free lunch, and the more risk you take with these far riskier endeavors like day trading or sports betting, the more likely it is that you'll incur significant losses and that you probably won't be one of the 1% who actually makes a profit as a day trader. So just wanted to put that out there, Charlie, and I hope that encourages you to think more critically about your financial decisions and don't make those decisions just based on a flashy ad that you see on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok. Okay, Charlie, thank you for listening to day 4 of my last week's poll breakdown, and stay tuned for the 5th poll tomorrow. Bye.